Welcome to the Furious Stiles Podcast. I am your host, Furious Stiles. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We about to get into it, y'all. Hey, yeah. Let's go. At the Furious Stiles Podcast, you will hear different perspectives from myself and my guests on music, life, and everything in between. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Furious Stiles. Let's go. Yeah. We back. And I got somebody else with me, another special guest.
Yeah.
I want to say what's up to everybody that's paying attention, everybody that's watching, everybody that's listening, and everybody who watched and listened to the very first podcast. This is our very second one. And right now, I've already given you all an introduction to me from the last podcast, Furious Stiles. It's me once again, yes. That is the name of the podcast, the Furious Stiles Podcast. So very, very special guest I got with me. This is somebody that I share the same DNA with. Yep. This is somebody that has always supported Furious Stiles, always been there for me. This was like my road buddy when I was traveling doing music. And he was always like a kind of like management, because I have a management company, because I do like a trillion things called anger management, where I'm pretty much just managing myself and other artists that I deal with, and he's always been a part of that, the guy in the background. So give it up for my bro, my fam, the guy who's always been there for me, always supported me. He's going by the new name of
Sour Grapes.
Give it up, y'all.
Yeah. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Couldn't want to be anywhere else but right here.
Right. We appreciate you coming through, bro. Because today, we got like a really cool show. We're going to talk about some cool stuff, man, about the top rappers that we got on our list.
Yep.
And
putting y'all on notice.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you're talking about between me and my bro, you're talking about like a lot of years of listening to hip hop, a lot of experience, man, just a lot of albums. A lot of your favorite artists, a lot of artists you all like now, man, we've been listening to them,
Yep.
People talk about, like your Jay-Z's and your Nas's and all that type of stuff. Y'all hear their new albums now, but man, we remember when they came out.
Yep.
We were there. So, but anyway, so first thing I want to find out from my bro, how you doing today, bro?
Pretty good, man.
Good.
Glad to be alive. Glad family's around. Glad to be here.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here too, bro. It's a blessing, man. Just every day to wake up. And another thing I was gonna say was, I'm glad that our mom and dad is here and alive and well.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just us. It's a foundation. Bigger B, Mama Steez. We actually have an older brother as well. I guess we call him Doc D, the doctor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's
way back in the day, you wanted me to call him Devious, but
yeah,
DVD.
Yeah, I mean, now that name really does kind of fit him, like especially his past being younger. I mean, that's definitely something that he was when he was younger.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So anyway. So I just want to give a shout out to the family, since, this is a family affair right here. And I want to give a shout out to the rest of the family, the foundation that's been there for us. So what did you get into this week? How's your week gone?
Pretty good. Now I work for the family business, which is a restaurant business. So I do that. And then, been doing that, trying to make sure the taxes and stuff are in order.
Yeah.
For my dad.
Yeah.
Our dad, I mean.
Yeah.
And then on the side, just this weekend, I was just watching football and working on my music too. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. That's I'm really excited to hear about that, because One thing that a lot of people know about Sour Grapes, do you mind if I tell them about your original name, like your old alias?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Hypnotic. So if you all have ever heard me say the name Hypnotic on any of my albums, this is what I'm talking about right here. So y'all are finally getting blessed to see the man behind the name Hypnotic. Of course, you know, he's he does, you pretty much do, like, as far as musically, what kind of music are you making?
Well, I'm trying to do it all. I mean, first stuff I started doing was rock.
Mm-hmm.
And then
You know, Kendrick Lamar got a rock album on the way.
Yeah, I heard that. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe some little bird told him that it's hot right now, do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know. But yeah, I like rock music, and you know, because we're the originators. Black people are originators of everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Chuck
everything
Berry.
cool, at least. Chuck Berry was basically the father of rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you may try to call this other guy king of rock and roll, and we're in that city, or we're close to that city. But,
Oh yeah.
You know, that's where I stay.
Yeah.
But
that's where I'm from too. East Side all the way. Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, I gotta give it back to the four founders and people who really started off and did it first.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, there was a black woman named Rosetta Tharpe. She was doing,
I heard about her.
Yeah, she was doing some rock and stuff, and Chuck Berry was doing rock. So they first started off doing it. So that's who I give my praises to. You know?
Okay.
And then I've been doing some hip hop too. So
Right.
and I'm learning hip hop ain't as easy as you think. You've got to have a lot of elements to make a good song. So
Yes, sir.
I'm sort of like a work in progress on both of those. But I like what I've done so far. You know, not to ride my own jock, but
Right.
I mean, I like the stuff I'm doing. I mean, it's just sort of it makes me smile. You know, I like it, and that's when you're doing music. You know, you have to make sure you like it first.
Yes, sir.
So
that's real.
yeah, I definitely like my stuff, and hopefully, you know, one day when I release it, you will too.
Oh yeah. I think so. Sour Grapes is he has sent me some some tracks with him on the guitar. You know, he's doing his thing, man. He's definitely on his way. So a lot of people know him for being a writer because, you know, he writes screenplays, and he's trying to do things like that. So what about that? Are you still doing that?
Yeah, I'm still doing that. I completed my main screenplay I've been working on for a number of years. I did that last year, so I did like a rewrite.
Okay.
So I entered in a number of contests, but I'm thinking I might need to try to see if I can locate somebody at Indie Memphis.
Yeah.
And see maybe if they know somebody with some of these talent agencies, and see if I can get maybe referred that kind of way, because, you know, you can't just cold send in stuff and then accept it. I mean,
Right.
Hollywood's a little tricky that way. You can't just say, oh, I have talent here, listen to me, you know.
Right.
And I guess, you know, you would think everything would be easy, but, you know, you'll find out living in this world, everything is not easy.
That's true.
So, you know, you need your own, you need to try to find your way in, find your route to success. So I'm still trying to do that, you know. Right. And make sure I don't get too down on myself, and stay focused and hungry, you know.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I did like an Iron Man script way back in the day. I did like a whole story before the movie even came out years ago.
Yeah.
I had done that, and you know, really and truly, if I don't rework that, I may try to send it into Marvel or something one day, and see if they'll make like a movie out of it, a comic book series or something like that. So
yeah, I mean, you never know. You just got to get it out there. You know, it's just like this right here. I mean, you know, how long have I been talking about the podcast? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But here we are. I mean, this has come to fruition now, and this is gonna be uploaded. This is gonna be all over. I have a podcast hosting site that I'm working with, and they're gonna get me everywhere. Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, you name it, wherever podcasts are. And then, of course, on my own, you know, I'll be putting, you know, the episodes up on YouTube. And so for those of you who are watching this right now, you know, make sure that you look down into the description box on YouTube, and you know, you'll see things like furiousstiles.com, Furious Stiles Clothing, all the information about me and about us. Well, I'm going to put it in it should be in the description box as you're watching this. So, but you just got to do it. You just got to get out there and put it out there.
Yeah. So, you know, like I said, I also want to give big shout outs to my little brother right here, Furious, because he's been in the game for a minute.
Appreciate that.
Doing this thing. I mean, he's multi-talented, y'all. He not only speaks well, he does music with the best of them. I mean, honestly, and I'm not just saying that because I'm related to him, but he really knows what he's doing around a studio.
Word. I appreciate that, big
and he
bro.
knows what he's doing, even when he performs too. I remember years ago he was performing, so
Yeah.
he's done it all.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I've worked hard, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Hey, like I said, that's Sour Grapes over here. This is Furious Stiles, man. I guess just to let you all know about what I've been doing. I've been working on this. I've been in here. I've been on the beats, all that music that you hear, the introduction music, the music that's going to come on during the commercial break, the music in the outro. It's all produced by me. It's my vocals on there, of course.
Multi-talented, baby.
Yeah, appreciate that. And that's what I've been doing. My week has been consistent of, I have a primary gig that I do, and then I also have this. So I'm a hustler. I kind of do a lot. You know what I mean? So yeah. So throughout the week, I've got a primary gig, but this is also primary as well. So I'm kind of doing a lot of things at once.
Let me interrupt there for a second. I like to call you jack of all trades, master of many. Usually people say master of none, but
yeah,
this guy is master of many.
Yeah. Oh, you get that? Hey, we got the phone going.
Got the annoying calls. Yeah. All right.
Hey, man, I love you. We're recording.
We're recording, so I'll let you later. All right. Bye. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Hey, that's gonna be edited out. So, but yeah. So, anyway, so today, like I was saying, I've been making sure I get everything together so we can do our podcast today and get back to talking about this hip hop. For me, I had a good week, and like I said, I got a lot of creativity done, got some graphics done, got some new designs on the way. And so yeah, got a lot going on. I guess we talked about this off the camera, but football has been kind of crazy.
Yeah,
and
a lot of interesting games.
Yeah, the game that's actually going on right now is like it's seeming like a blowout right now. I'm not sure what the score is, but last we checked,
it was 27-7.
Yeah, Green Bay only had 7, so they're playing what is it, Kansas? San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah. Kansas City already beat the beloved Tennessee Titans.
Right.
So everybody knows that my number one team is the Minnesota Vikings, but my number 2 has always been Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans probably would have been my number 1 had we had a team before I fell in love with the Vikings, but the Vikings is forever for me. But the Titans, I thought that's really cool that they went as far as they did this year. So that's been a cool thing this weekend, just seeing some different teams instead of the same old teams every year.
Exactly, yeah.
You know
something
what I mean?
Different. That's variety's the spice of life.
Yeah, it is, man. So, hey, so we're gonna get into what we here for. You know what I'm saying? What we do. We know this hip hop. It's a lot of folks out there. They're new listeners. They're halfway listeners. They halfway crooks. They shook. They don't know nothing.
Shout out to Havoc and Prodigy.
Man, rest in peace, rest in power to Prodigy.
Yeah, Prodigy, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of folks, man, they don't know this hip hop. Like hip hop is right here. It's in the heart.
Yeah.
And some people just kind of fly by night. They just kind of listen here and there. But man, we have been listening to this music for a long time. So today's show is top 25 rappers dead or alive.
Ooh.
So it's gonna be explosions, y'all. So, and a lot of people, I think that we're gonna really shock a lot of people. I mean, I think I am. We don't know each other's lists. I told my big bro, I was like, hey, put together a top 25 for me. I think his is in order. Mine's not really in a particular order. It kind of is, but kind of isn't. But I think we're gonna trip a lot of people out because there's a lot of folks that's not in my top 25 that people think should be
number 1. Yeah,
yeah. Like it's a couple of people I can think of right now that people are like, huh? You know what I mean? So our list, the list that I put together, and I know my bro did the same thing. It's about super duper hot songs. It's about consistency with the albums and the songs.
Yeah.
It's about the bars, the punchlines. It's about the versatility for me. It's
Right.
all those things for me. So we're going to get into it, man. I got my list. He got his on the laptop. I got mine on the phone.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into it. So right now, I'm trying to see if I should do my honorable mention first or if I should do my top 25. I'm thinking since we're going to start from the bottom up, let me go ahead and start with my honorable mention.
Honorable mention, okay. Yeah.
So I guess we'll go back and forth, and we'll. I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 honorable mentions.
I'll just extend my list to 10. The 10 next after the top 25.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So before anybody gets mad, because I know if I just gave y'all a top 25 and you'd be like, wait a minute. Well, these guys, they were close, but these guys are top 50. You know what I mean? And there's a particular name, and I'll go ahead and say it right now. And don't get upset with me. He's not in my top 50. Biggie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, it's not as far as I know. Not right now. You know what I mean? But he is most definitely top 100. I'm not 100% sure if I'm putting him in my top 50 as of right now because I just feel like I didn't get enough music from Biggie.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
That's a highly controversial position to take.
Yeah.
Many people consider him top 5. They consider him top 2, really.
Yeah, top 2, exactly. So, like I said, don't mean to step on any toes, but music is subjective, and this
stepping on a whole foot,
you know
whole
what I'm
body.
saying?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, and I rocked with him. I like that Life After Death album, but he's most definitely top 100. But I think he actually eases in at the top 50. So So I guess I'll go ahead and put him as an honorable mention because I think he might be 50 for me, somewhere in there.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put Biggie on there as an honorable mention, and the reason being for Biggie, like I said, for me, I just didn't get enough music from him. You know what I mean? We got the Ready to Die album.
Right.
We got the Life After Death.
Right.
And then we got a whole bunch of other albums.
Compilations
with copying and pasting old verses with other rappers. So, I hate that he didn't get a chance to live a full life because I do believe that Biggie would have done some tremendous things.
Right.
His life was cut short and he didn't get a chance to, give us what would make him go into my top 25.
Right.
He didn't get a chance to do that for me.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's man, your top 25 that's gonna be a strict list.
Man, it's
a hardcore list. I'm telling you, because man, Biggie, me, I've got him on I won't spoil it, but I've got him up pretty high. It's based on the stuff he did. I thought was so significant that he's blowing most people out of the water.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
So what's an honorable mention that you got? We can kind of like back and forth.
Okay. Honorable mention I got is outside my top 25. We got KRS-One.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. I'm feeling that.
You got them. Yes. MCs act like they don't know songs.
Ooh man.
My Philosophy, Sound of the Police.
Yes sir.
And then Self-Destruction. That song, man, just.
Yeah,
he just was really, man, and the time period he came in, he was really a significant guy and really doing some major things.
Oh yeah. I had to agree with that one. I'm thinking KRS-One is going to be in my top 52. I had to agree with that. Yeah, for sure. All right, so let me see here. Another honorable mention for me is Lloyd Banks.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because Lloyd Banks, when he first came out with 50, all the mixtapes, him and what was the other guy's name? The third guy. It was 50, Lloyd Banks.
Yayo.
And Tony Yayo. So man, when they first came out, they came out so hard with those mixtapes. Lloyd Banks was, you talking about the punchline king. He is a definite top 50 for me. And I know there's been all this controversy on the internet lately. People have been talking about him and how he was saying people ain't checking for him anymore and all this type of stuff. And I'm just like, well, I mean, nobody gets to stay on top forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of MCs out there that are top MCs, elite MCs, but, they're just not on the very top, but they're still doing their thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I guess... Yeah, yeah. And I loved that first album that he put out on the G Unit, like that first official release.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was like a super dope album. That was the Hunger for More album.
Right.
Yeah. And then, and then the album with him, Young Buck and 50. I'm trying to remember the name of that album, but they all put an album out together, and Yayo was locked up at the time.
Yeah.
And man, that album, you had some joints on there from Scott Storch, one of my favorite producers of all time, which is DJ High Tech.
Right.
And man, it was like a lot of dope production. But yeah, Lloyd Banks for sure. He was doing his thing on there.
Me, believe it or not, I never really got into. I mean, I listened to those songs that I like, but I never really got into G Unit because I think my thing was everybody liked G Unit.
Right.
So I'm sort of the guy that if everybody likes something, I'm gonna double check and look at it twice and think about it. I'm
you don't just jump on the bandwagon.
No, I'm not a bandwagon. Well, as long as it's not football.
Oh well, yeah, that's a whole different story with y'all.
I may be bandwagon on that, but in terms of liking hip hop, like I give G Unit their props, but I never really bought this stuff. But it doesn't mean I can in the future, you know. So,
right.
But I never really tripped over them that hard. But I do recognize lyricists, and Lloyd Banks was a definite lyricist.
Word.
We had a chance to meet him years back.
Oh yeah.
So it's real quick at the end of like some seminar that we were.
You talking about the one in Arizona?
Yeah.
Shawn Mini XL had put that together. Yeah, we sure did. I think I had met him and Buck and
Young Buck. Yeah.
Those two were there.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that same seminar
wasn't Premier there.
Yeah, I was just you just
and
took
Havoc too. I think. Was Havoc there?
Nah, Havoc wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
But
I could swear we saw him in maybe it was another one we went to in L.A.
I feel like for some reason I feel like the Alchemist was there. I could be wrong about that.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
I feel like he was there, but Premier, I definitely, Premier. I hope Premier gets a chance to either see this or hear this. Because I follow him on Instagram, and I'm gonna let him know, like, yo, dude, I never forgot and will never forget the time that I met you. He was like the coolest brother ever.
Oh yeah, that's Premier. You know, he's just he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he is, man. I love that dude. So, who else you got?
Honorable mention?
Yeah.
Okay, let me. After KRS-One, we got Cool G Rap.
Oh man, yeah.
But the thing about Cool G Rap, I never really listened to a lot of him. I always heard about him, but I never listened. You know.
Right.
I mean, now that I've got Amazon and my music subscription, I can still get back into guys that are still good. But
right.
Yeah, he influenced like a lot of people, like Nas and a lot of people with his rap style.
Yeah.
And so I'm still gonna go back and get into some of his stuff. I think the rapper nowadays, the God Fahim, or however you say his name.
Yeah, I think it's Fahim.
He's got a beat that he took from Cool G Rap that he's using on some of his current stuff. So I'm familiar with some of Cool G Rap's music, but not really him. But I know he's sort of good enough to where a lot of people like him, and I need to maybe mention him on the list.
Oh yeah. I agree. we're gonna have to hit the bomb on that one, man. I agree. Like Cool G Rap, bro. That's definitely one of mine. I agree wholeheartedly with that. I mean, let's be realistic. Without Cool G Rap, there would have been no Fat Joe, Big Punish, and the Terror Squad. That was like Cuban Links. He said that was literally the guy that they all listened to.
Wow, yeah.
So when you listen to Pun the way he flows, you listen to Cuban Links the way he flows, like that, like that whole little rapid flow that like Cool G Rap be doing.
Right.
Like they got that from him.
Right.
And they admit to it. They're like, yo, that was our guy. That's who we listened to.
Yeah.
So man. So I really salute the Cool G Rap out there, man. Like I really
G-Rap.
Yeah, I really rock with him, man, because his style gave birth to MCs that I love. So,
Take him to war, G-Rap. Listen to that.
Yeah,
go back and listen. It's tight.
Oh yeah, and of course the realest.
On the Hell on
Earth album, he literally stole the show.
Yeah,
I mean it was one of those situations like with dudes that I was talking to. They were like, yo, after Cool, they were like they wished that Cool G Rap. I remember City Shout out to City. City, if you listen to this, watching this. City Blues, man. That's my G, man. Forever.
Also known as Chaotic Sounds back in the day.
Oh yeah. You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that Chaotic Sounds? Yeah. That's the G right there. I definitely got to get him up here on the podcast.
He can rap with the best of them, yo.
Oh yeah. I remember he said. Yeah. He's definitely a real MC, man. City Blues. I remember he said he wished that Kool G Rap. I remember he specifically said that Kool G Rap should have went last. Because he was like, he killed it on that Realist, on the song called The Realist, y'all. Y'all got to check that out, Hell on Earth by Mobb Deep. That's the album is called Hell on Earth. It was Mobb Deep's, I think it was like their second album after The Infamous. Because they had a first album that wasn't really a first album.
Right.
They were young and they didn't really get released to a whole lot of places. But yeah, so anyway, the song was called The Realist. It was produced by The Alchemist.
Right.
And Kool G Rap got on there, ripped that thing on the first verse, and it was like, you just keep rewinding that verse. Like, they could have just played his verse 3 times for me.
Exactly, yeah.
And I love Prodigy and Habit, you know what I'm saying? But Kool G Rap stole the show.
Exactly, man. He's no joke. Not in the slightest.
Oh, yeah. Let's see where we at. Let me see who else I got on here. Oh yeah, this is somebody that I hope to be able to rub elbows with as far as podcasts go, because this brother right here, super duper rapper. He has stood the test of time. He has been battle tested. There's this podcast that I listen to called Thought Crimes.
Oh, okay.
And it's this dude named Prince and his wife Sincere, and it's a really dope podcast. But that's one of the things that they like to say when they talk about MCs being elite. They like you got to be battle tested, to be an elite MC. And let me tell y'all something. Joe Budden, you talk about battle tested. Joe Budden, that guy literally battled G-Unit by himself. You know what I'm saying? He was battling 50. He was battling Banks. He battled Yayo. And I remember he and Game were going back and forth like a tennis match for a while.
Yeah.
And he stood his own. He was by himself battling all those guys.
Yeah, Joe Budden is no joke. He can talk your. Excuse me.
Oh no, you can go ahead. I just bleep it out.
Okay. Yeah, he can talk his butt off, and then he can and debate with you, and he can also rap with the best of them. I mean, Joe Budden is no joke.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I first started liking him years ago.
Oh yeah.
And been listening to his music ever since.
Oh yeah, man. That guy, man. Like I said, he has truly been battle tested. So yeah, I got him in the honorable mention. And also I just wanted to mention, for those of you who haven't heard it, Rage and the Machine, the last album that he put out before he retired, that is a really good album.
I think I bought it. What color? Is it like black and white cover?
Yep.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, yeah. So for those who don't know, if y'all think that Joe Budden just be sitting on the couch with Rory and Maul talking crap, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that guy, whatever he says, trust and believe that his word is good. Like, if anybody knows good rapping, Joe Budden knows.
Is that album that's got By Law on it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I love that song.
Yeah, I love that song, man. I love that song. And then Joe the one Budden, that he got with Joel Ortiz.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's going to, man. Yeah. I mean, that album goes so hard, man. I recommend that to everybody who's listening and watching right now.
Shout out to the New York forefathers of the game.
Man, thank you, New York.
And even before them, James Brown and Dolomite and people like that rapping.
Oh, yeah. So,
yeah, we got much respect. We may be Southern boys, but, man, we know where it comes from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know where it comes from. I mean, you go back in history, the African drum, you know what I mean? Yeah. Dancing around the African drum. It all started there. And then it came to the States because we got brought over here and, but we ain't going to get in all that. So
I'll get angry. I'll start one, cause a riot.
I know. It's like we'll start a whole nother podcast on that. But, we're just kidding, Caucasians. You know we love you. But, man, salute to my white brothers and sisters out there, man. I don't care what you look like. You are my brother and sister, period. Like, as long as it's love, it's love. Love is love. But, yeah, we were brought to the South. So then hip-hop kind of started in the South, technically, because this is where we were at. Remember our dad used to say they used to play the Dirty Dozen?
Dozens, yeah.
And that was kind of like battling.
Produced by
Furious Stiles. Commercial time, y'all. We'll be right back. Yeah. We about to get into all things Furious Stiles, y'all. Listen up. Let's go. Hey, yo. Go to furiousstiles.com for all things Furious Styles. We got music, beats, merch. But if you want to go directly to the merch, then go to furiousstylesclothing.com. We got hats, shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, bags, everything you need, baby. We are now being sold on Amazon, eBay, Etsy. Just Google us. We're on Instagram. We have a Facebook shop. But if you want to find out more about Furious Stiles himself, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Let's go. All right. Let's make sure y'all go to furiousstiles.com, furiousstiles.clothing.com. I can't stress that enough. Actually,
got the fresh gear for you.
Yeah, we got it on right now.
Yeah, for those what you make it.
Hey, for those who are watching, let me make sure we got this other camera going over here. There we go. You gotta love that technology. I'm handling cameras with the phone right here, y'all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm rocking a shirt or a hat. I'm sorry, from the website furiousstiles.clothing.com. I'm on Amazon, eBay, Etsy. I mean, y'all heard it on the commercial. So pick you up one of these. He's got on the "Life Is What You Make It." This is the Furious Styles logo hat, but this is the "Life Is What You Make It" auto hat, and yeah, y'all need to definitely go check that out.
Yep.
So let's get back to this list. Let me see where my list went. Right here. Okay. So, what you got for another honorable mention?
Okay, next honorable mention for me is going to be LL Cool J.
Oh, yeah.
So, you got the Mama Said Knock You Out album. Definitely explosion on that.
Yeah, man.
I Need Love, Check, Around the Way Girl, Jingling Baby, To the Break of Dawn, which is a hardcore diss track. I mean, LL, man, he's top 50, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Definitely on the honorable mention list.
Yes, sir, man. I'll never forget being a real little kid and that "I'm Bad" video. You know what I mean? Now, as hard as it was, we used to kind of laugh at some of it because we had the one girl in there, such and such, because LL is bad. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like, we used to laugh at the chick that was on there, and but man, LL definitely.
Damn. Ooh. I mean, LL, sometimes some of the stuff he says could be,
yeah.
He's a dope brother, though.
Yeah, he speaks with conviction. I give him that for sure. But, and that's I guess the thing that's cool about LL is he's one of the few guys that can get away with doing a lot of songs about the ladies, but still get respect from the fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Because he went hard on that Who Shot You. I mean, everybody went hard on that song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man, Prodigy went hard on there. Foxy went hard on there.
Yeah.
And I want to say, who else was on there?
I forget.
I want to say Keith Murray might have been on there, I think.
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Yeah. So they went hard, man.
I just love that beat. It just pulls you in. You got to listen to them tell stories.
Ooh, man. So, yeah, man, I have to agree with you on that with LL Cool J. I'm trying to see. One of my favorite songs by him was like, I want to say Monica, the singer Monica, she got the music from, well, let me see. Nah, I like that song too. Backseat of My Jeep, Let's Swing an Episode.
Swing it up, yeah.
Now, that's the music that Monica, the singer, when she first came out with Just One of Them Days, that song, they got the music from that song by LL Cool J.
Yeah.
And I used to love that song by Cool J. I still do, the Backseat of My Jeep, Let's Swing an Episode. But one of my favorite songs, and they used to play this when back in the day with Rap City, they used to play this video all the time. Pink cookies in a plastic bag. Getting crushed by buildings. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of my jams, man, by Cool J. So,
classics.
Yeah, classics, man, classics. And he got so much more than that. I mean, we just we just doing these honorable mentions real quick, but man, we could really go in with Cool J.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. I've got, as an honorable mention, I got Nick Grant.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So
most people might not know this brother.
Yeah. I have to, because he's like a newer guy. He just kind of recently hit the scene.
Yeah.
But lyrically, bar for bar, y'all need to check out some of those mixtapes.
Like the 88 mixtape.
The 88 mixtape,
That's
specifically.
where I first got knowledge of the brother.
Yeah, me too. So y'all got to check that out, man. Nick Grant, I think he's originally from the Carolinas. He might be from North Carolina, but he's in the A now. He stays in Atlanta. And man, I'm gonna tell you, Nick Grant, he needs to come up with something new though. We hadn't heard from him in a little while.
Yeah,
but it would not be right if I didn't put him in my honorable mention for my top 50.
Oh yeah, Nick Grant. He's definitely got skill. He's a likable dude on the microphone. You know what I'm saying? You can vibe with what he's saying.
Yeah, you can. And then it's cool because he's a Southern brother.
Yeah.
But then he just coming with that straight hip hop though.
Yeah.
And so yeah, check him out, man. Look him up on YouTube, and you'll see a whole lot of likes for his stuff, because for the people that know him, they love him. Like, to know him is to love him.
Hopefully he comes out with something new this year or something real soon.
Hey, Nick Grant, I hope you hear this. I hope you're paying attention, bro. Like, we looking for you 2020, man. You were dope, and we need a new project, bro. So
yeah, because I think last thing I got from him was back in 2018 or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we went a whole year and didn't. But I'm gonna have to check on that, because sometimes people will release stuff and they'll be kind of quiet about it, and you didn't really know about it. So I'm gonna have to check on Nick Grant. I haven't seen him on my Apple Music. That's how I see everything. So.
Yeah.
But what you got?
Okay, next up I got Heavy D.
Oh yeah.
He was on the self-destruction rap, you know what I'm saying some deep stuff.
Yeah, man.
He got the Nothing But Love song and video, both of those.
Yeah.
The Don't Curse joint.
Oh, man.
Not cursing, but rapping hard on the beat.
Yeah.
And then I was like, could this song have subconsciously influenced Furious Stiles?
Hey, you know what?
Don't curse.
You know what? Hey, I don't know. Maybe so. Hey, shout out to Struck and Meta and my peoples in Chattanooga.
Natural Habits, yeah.
Natural Habits, and
you may know them by that name.
Yeah, I think folks do, because I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy named Nardwar, who kind of like knows things about you.
Right.
Well, Isaiah Rashad was on there, and they talked about the Natural Habits on there, because Isaiah Rashad is from Chattanooga. So if y'all remember hearing Nardwar mention the Natural Habits to Isaiah Rashad, they were talking about my people in Chattanooga.
Yeah, his peeps, Struck and Meta,
Struck and Meta. So shout out to y'all. And the reason why I'm mentioning them is because they do clean hip hop. I've mentioned on this show, on the very first episode, that my albums have been clean for quite some time now. It's just a thing that I do. I just want to make sure that everybody can listen to what I do. And so, like I said, my top 25 is full of people that don't do nothing but cursing. So it's not like I'm against it. Do whatever you want to do. It's just that me, I would say that I was influenced by the Natural Habits on that level. But I think songs like Don't Curse that Heavy D was on, that was really dope, a really dope song. And we could use another one of those just to let people know, hey, you can give us some bars, man. It don't always have to be the N-word and the B-word 10,000 times in one song.
Exactly, yeah.
So
diversify your topics, diversify your language.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. Shout out to Heavy D. Rest in power to Heavy D, man.
Yeah, man. Lost some of the greats.
We've lost a lot of greats. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw Crooked Eye, or I guess nowadays he goes by the name King Crooked.
Yeah. Guy is no joke on the microphone. I'm telling you, he is blazing every time he gets on the mic. I got the last thing I got from Crooked Eye probably was from the Family Business album.
Yeah.
He was with some other dudes on there.
Yeah.
So I respect him. Slaughterhouse forever, man.
Man.
Those dudes just like, my first posse group. The first posse group everybody loved was Run DMC, of course, but then, shows a mixture of people like Tribe Called Quest. Then you got I'm losing my train of thought.
Groups?
Let me see.
I was gonna mention, just for the sake of mentioning that, I used to listen to this album 24/7, that Paul Revere album by Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Beastie Boys, they got to be mentioned as far as groups. I know we're doing solo artists right now, but since you're talking about groups, I just want to throw that out there. That was that second album, or that Paul Revere album. I think it was the first album.
Yeah.
Man, I listened to that album a whole lot. But anyway.
No, I'm just saying, just King Crooked, just check for him. He's good, man.
Yeah, man. I remember the first time that I ever seen him. I want to say he was on Rap City.
Yeah.
And he was doing a freestyle, And I remember the line. It went just like this. He said, I'm like a dude watching a porno flick with 6 chicks. I'm the hardest one in here. You know what I'm saying? When I heard that, I was like, all right, I'm checking for that dude on everything he does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, dude, come on, man. Like, that was so hard. But he was just freestyling, and he came up with that line, and I was like, man, he killing it.
Yeah.
And I've been keeping up with King Crooked ever since.
Exactly, man. Yeah, you gotta shout out those groups, man. Like I said, Slaughterhouse. And
Slaughterhouse.
I was gonna say the Horsemen. You know, it's probably the
Horseshoe
best.
Gang, I think.
No, I'm talking about the Horsemen.
Horsemen. Okay, the
Four
Horsemen.
Horsemen. The Raz Kaz group.
Yes.
But I mean, that's like that's my favorite group.
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, with Slaughterhouse is they're after them. So yeah.
For sure. Yeah, man. Yes. Shout out to Slaughterhouse, man. And like I said, that's another honorable mention for me. What you got?
Well, next for me is gonna be MC Light.
Oh man.
Yeah. Cha cha cha. That beat is tight.
Yeah.
She's rapping over that, just riding the beat.
Yeah.
And that Paper Thin song, man, it's still hard after all these years. Paper Thin.
Roughneck.
Yeah, Roughneck.
Yeah, man.
But that Paper Thin,
yeah,
Light is no joke. And then it's like she rapped for 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and then just for the next minute and a half, they just let the beat play.
Yeah, yeah.
So
they were really unorthodox back then.
Yeah, unique type of song. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Man, I agree with you on that with Light, man. I love me some MC Light.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of times when people do their top 50s and stuff like that, somehow or another, no ladies end up in a lot of guys' top 50.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know how MC Light, if you know MC Light, I don't know how she doesn't end up in your top 50.
Exactly, man. She was no joke.
Male or female. So, shout out to her, man. Let's see, another honorable mention. I got 2 more. I'm going to put Pusha T on that thing.
Oh, yeah. The Clips.
Yes, sir.
You got a Clips. They were legendary. What was it? Grinding, was it?
Yeah, that was the first one that really got him out there.
And then, Malice and Pusha T, so they're brothers.
Yeah.
Just like we're brothers, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But, they really laid it down for a number of years. And they went to separate ways musically, but they still, deserve to be put up on, the top list.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. And then Pusha T specifically, like, because I know Malice kind of got away from the game, for, he found the Lord and everything, which is cool. Pusha T is still doing solo albums, the stuff that he did under Kanye and all that, man. Numbers on the Board. That's one of the hardest songs that I heard in a while. Pusha T is a lot of folks be like, man, he always talking that drug talk. Man, who ain't talking that drug talk?
Exactly.
So
Griselda, all
of them. I mean,
we love Griselda.
And we love Griselda. So shout out to them, man. I mean, hey, listen, my thing is, I don't care what you're talking about, as long as you give it to me, you package it up in a dope fashion.
Yeah.
If you give me bars, you give me metaphors, you give me a dope voice. That's another reason. That's another thing I wanted to point out. Sometimes top 25 rappers, their voice is dope.
Yeah.
Not just what they're saying, but just a dope voice.
Yeah, you gotta. That's part of what hip hop is. It's part of the voice. Guys like Guru. They have the voice that really makes you want to listen to what they're saying.
Yeah, and
it's part of the attraction.
Exactly, and Pusha T. There's only one other person on this planet that has a similar voice to his, and that's his brother.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They look alike and sound alike.
Yeah, it is what it is. They're almost like twins. So, what you got next?
Okay, let me see.
Because I'm gonna do one more.
Yeah, I got the Locks.
Oh man, I'm gonna hit it. Put it in there.
Yeah, the Locks. Let's see. I got them all together. And I've done it on my list.
It's like one entity.
I can't. Yeah, one entity. I can't really separate the guys because that's how you know them first.
Oh yeah.
So they got this song called The Agreement. It's dope. This song called Footage.
Yeah.
The Family. The Money Power Respect album.
Right.
The Consignment mixtape from Jadakiss. Top 5 Dead or Alive from Jadakiss.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they've been doing it, man. Solo and together, they've been doing it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that makes sense because, I mean, yeah, Sheik Lutz, Styles P, Jada. Just those 3 guys in the top 50. I mean,
yeah.
That makes sense that you would do it like that. Yeah, for sure, man. God, man. there's a lot of songs that those guys have that I like, but I just off the top of my head, I just got some jams that I just played so much by him. Of course, Styles P, the "I Get High" song.
Yeah.
And then for me, Chic Luch, I love that song. What's the song called? I think it was called "Real Love." Yeah. He was using the I just can't sit still, whatever, that little sample. I can't remember the name of the lady that did that original song, but anyways, he made a video for it, Chic Luch. Really love that song. I wish I could think of the name of the original lady that sang that song. But anyway, they sampled it from an old R&B song, and it's called "Real Love" by Chic Luch. I really like those songs. I just wanted to throw that out there. That's something that I don't know if a whole lot of people know about that song, but it's a dope video, dope song.
Do your research. Check it out, people.
Yeah, man. All right, and then you know what?
Who you got?
For my last honorable mention that is in the top 50, because we're just doing top 25, but honorable mention from top 50. I'm gonna go ahead and show some love to I-City, to the East Side. By the way, I'm from the East Side. This brother that I'm about to mention from the East Side. Shout out to Don Tripp.
Oh yeah. I call him. He's probably a legend in the making. Yeah.
I think so. I mean, because you talk about bar for bar.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. And you know what's so funny about it is, it's like you have a lot of people that they'll have like this pride thing, and they'll be like a rapper, and they might be from the same city, and they might not want to show acknowledgement to somebody else from their city.
Yeah, Memphis got that real bad.
Yeah, Memphis is really bad about that.
For years, they've had that where they don't like to acknowledge anybody else.
Yeah, they don't like to acknowledge anybody else.
Like the crab mentality. I mean, we just gotta. Real should recognize real.
Yeah, and I think it's getting better because I'm starting to see a lot of Memphis rappers starting to kind of work with each other finally.
Yeah.
It took so long for us to get here.
Yeah.
So shout out to the M, man. Shout out to North Memphis, South Memphis, the East Side, man, for finally, because it's been a long time. There's still a lot of people that don't like to really rock with each other or don't like to give props, but
right.
But I think it's
shooting at each other, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of
stupidity,
a lot of rough. It's a very tough city, man. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I ain't got no problem giving it up for my brothers from the M, man. Like I said, when it comes to like Southern rap, I tell anybody any day, if you want to know what all this trap music that y'all call it now, they call it trap now.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to admit what it really is, which is Southern rap.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
The fast hi-hats, the 808s constantly banging. That's Southern rap, y'all. You can call it trap all day if you want to. Southern rap. That's Southern rap music. So go ahead.
Skinny Pimp, Juicy J, all of them.
Yeah, all of them, man. 3-6, Gangsta Black. I mean, little Player Fly. So yeah, shout out to my city, man. So yeah, got to throw Don Tripp in there. Every time he drops an album, I get it. I'm listening to it, and I would suggest anybody who's not really familiar with Don Tripp, you need to get familiar with him because that dude got bars for days.
Yeah, he's one artist I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna look up his stuff and try to make sure that I have a proper respect for the guy.
Yeah,
because I don't know a whole lot of his stuff, but I've heard him say some stuff on a couple of tracks. So
yeah, man.
Still guys I gotta get into.
Word. So that's my last honorable mention for this top 25. So you got one more?
Yeah. Can I Buzz?
Oh yeah. Man,
this is a dude who did Cannabis did a 45-minute long song.
Hey,
and I listened to it.
I did too. I was just gonna ask
in pieces though, not all at once.
Dude, let me tell you this. I was working on something, and I was listening to that song while I was working on something. So I was doing I was doing two things at once. I was working on a project, and I was listening to him, and I listened to the whole song.
Oh yeah,
in one sitting.
Yeah, wow.
Believe it or not,
that's pretty good. I couldn't do it. I had to listen to it several chunks, like maybe 15 minutes at a time or whatever.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man. Wow. Nobody in history of hip hop has ever done that.
Exactly. Yeah, he's a trendsetter, innovator.
He is, man. That's
hadn't heard anything from him lately though.
Nah, I I saw something by him on YouTube. I feel like it was like him and Chino XL.
Oh, okay.
They kind of did like a quick little song together last year. So, believe it or not, I mean, he actually does have a little something that he did. So
yeah, I'll look that up then.
Yeah, man, definitely check that out. So yeah, and for anybody that knows me, they'll know like Cannabis is actually one of the people that influenced me to be the rapper that I became.
Yeah,
that's like him and one of the is this brother I used to rap with back in the day, went by the name of John Shaft. Shout out to you wherever you are, bro.
Yeah, Shaft.
Yeah, that was man.
Much love to Shaft.
Man, much love to him. We don't know where he at, but we hope he's good, man. And Cannabis was that dude there, man. Cannabis was everything to us.
Oh yeah,
because he had the mixtapes.
He wasn't afraid to go at you.
Man, he went, man, that second round knockout. They could have called that first round knockout.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm sorry, like, much as I love LL Cool J, much respect I have for him, man. That was hard, man. One of the hardest diss songs in hip hop history.
Yeah, he came with it on that.
Yeah,
but he gets a little flack now because of the fact that when he tried to battle Disaster,
yep,
he used his phone for lyrics.
I thought he had like a notebook.
Yeah, I don't know, but I used, it might have been. I think it was some paper or something. But
yeah,
I mean, we laugh at it, but it's just all in good fun,
Yeah.
But I mean, he can construct a song like nobody's business. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a good MC.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, and yeah, I remember he was just killing it on that mixtape scene before he came out. The anticipation was so huge for him, and a lot of people, most people pretty much dug the album.
Yeah.
But it didn't really hit the expectations that most of us thought that it should have, though.
Yeah.
But it had some jams on there, though. I actually listened to that album recently.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it had some jams on there. Let me see. So now that we have, now we're on to the top 25, man. We got the honorable mentions out the way.
Finally, to get down to it, people.
Yeah. This is we finna really hit y'all with something right now. I don't know how many people are gonna agree with what I got, and mine is not really in a particular order.
Mine is though.
Yeah, but
Sour Grapes is in order.
Yeah, his is in order. So mine kind of is. I might get a little flack for mine. Mine kind of is, but it kind of isn't. I looked at it for so long. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna do this in a particular order. I think my top 5 is pretty much in order, but the other ones is kind of. You'll see throughout this year. You'll see mine. The order might change a little bit here and there depending on what new projects these guys put out.
Right.
So I'm going to start off with it. And this guy probably, if I look at this a little later, he might go up a little higher. He has got jam after jam after jam. He's still supremely relevant. And the Blueprint, the very first album, when I heard that, I literally heard perfect rapping. That's how I feel. And before that album, he had some jams. He had some pretty good albums and whatnot. But when I heard that Blueprint album, I was like, this is perfect. The rapping was perfect. It just was like the perfect flow. Just the flow was impeccable. The punchlines, the subject matters. So Jay-Z, y'all, is in my top 25. I'm going to go ahead and start off with Jay.
All right. Now, me, my 25 or on Jay-Z, we talking about Jay-Z first.
Well, you can, if you got anything, like if Jay, let me see. I guess we can just start with your 25. You know what I mean? Now, if Jay pops up in yours later,
yeah,
you can give a little bit more insight on that, but we can start from the bottom with you and then go to the top. So, and then I just wanted to mention to y'all real quick, I know I mentioned the Blueprint album, and that was like the first album that I heard by him that I felt was like perfect, for the most part. But I do want to say that, hey, that Reasonable Doubt album has songs on there that will last forever. You know what I mean? Business as Usual. Dun, 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 dun.
It's Politics as Usual.
Oh, Politics as Usual.
Yeah.
And then the song with the Fat Joe sample on there. Bring it on if you think you can hang, and if not, then let me do my thing. You know what I mean?
I forget that one.
It was called Bring It On.
Oh, Bring It On.
It had the little strings, the little dramatic strings on there.
Okay, yeah. Was Memphis Bleak on that?
I think Sauce Money was on there.
Sauce Money, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think Sauce Money was on there. So yeah, that's on the Reasonable Doubt album. So best believe y'all, he got jams before Blueprint. He had a song that he did with Original Flavor. That was the first time I ever heard Jay-Z. He used to rap fast.
Yeah. That was a classic track. I mean, it's hard to try to find that track nowadays, but
it's called "Can I Get Open" by Original Flavor. And one of the guys in the group, a lot of people know him for being a producer, but it was Ski. Ski Beats was actually in that group.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah, so and I did too, and that was the first time that I heard Jay-Z, and Jay-Z actually got on there and stole the show.
Yep.
So yeah, man. So Jay-Z, I'm gonna start off with him.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with Big Daddy Kane.
Oh man, put him in there.
Get the C4 on that one.
Man,
Smooth Operator, Ain't No Half Stepping. Taste the Chocolate album, Mr. Pitiful the song.
Man,
bomb song, boy. I played that song out.
Man,
Big Daddy versus Dolomite.
Yeah,
classic. Excuse my language. Classic talking, man.
Yeah. No, you can say whatever. You know, like I said, I just make them clean versions.
Yeah,
just talk. You can say whatever. I just leave it out.
I mean, Kane on that album, he really did it. That's where I first really sort of got into Kane's lyrics. So he was spitting hard on that album.
Oh yeah, man. Big Daddy Kane, man. See, that's why it's really cool. You know the old saying, 2 heads are better than one?
Yeah.
Because when I was doing my list, I didn't even think about Kane.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's not like it was intentional. It was just, you're sitting down trying to figure out all these different rappers. Been listening to music for years.
Yeah.
But man, that's why it's good that we got 2 lists.
Yeah.
Because you do not want to miss out on Kane, y'all.
Yeah, my list is, I'll just give you a hint about my list is mainly over the years of rapping, so it's mostly older guys as opposed to the new guy. I don't really have any new guys on my list at all.
Yeah, and it's not to say that they can't make the list.
Yeah,
it's just that the bar was already set so high in the 90s.
Yeah,
and a lot of those guys from the 90s, they're still doing it, and they're still doing it big. So man, like I said, it's some guys that we're gonna look up in some years, and they're gonna be on people's top 25, top 50.
Right.
And they just got some more work to do. So yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go with. So this bro right here, he might actually be a little higher once I get to really working on my list with the numbers and whatnot. I just wanted to make sure that people know, like, hey, these 25 rappers that I'm talking about, these are my best rappers, period. So the order don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. Let me get this right. Got a little music in the background. Hold on. So, but for me, this brother right here, I'm trying to see. He's always had the best lyrics. He's always been able to write really well. I've always been a little shaky on his hooks, and because he likes to sing his hooks, but sometimes it's a little shaky. But man, J. Cole, y'all.
Yeah, J. Kizzo.
Yeah, Jermaine Cole. Got to throw him in there. Top 25. This was an easy one. I mean, he should probably be a little higher, but like I told y'all, this is just where I'm at with it right now. Jermaine Cole, y'all, J. Cole, this guy, that Forest Hill album. That to me, that was his first album where it was like, boom, like that was his blueprint. Jay-Z.
Illmatic, yeah,
his Illmatic. Like that was just almost a perfect album. So, but of course, he had plenty of songs before that. A lot of people know, especially from the mixtape, the one where he's holding the basketball.
Yeah.
I can't remember
in the gym. Basketball in the gym.
Yeah, that was that first one, and most people know that mixtape was like the mixtape.
The Friday Night Lights or something like that.
I can't remember the name of it.
I'm trying to. I think it might have been called Friday Night Lights, something like that.
It's been a while since it came out. Like, I mean, I had to really, like, do. I don't know, man. I had to do a little research on that, but that might have been what it was called.
Yeah.
But for me, like I said, the first time that I heard him do an album that was almost perfect was the Forest Hill album.
Yeah.
And
that's not the one where he's on top of the house.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
I hadn't really gotten into. There's a lot of guys on your list I still need to get into in terms of their catalog.
Right.
So, I'm just slow. Certain people I catch the wave when it comes out. Other people I get the wave later on.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I want to make for sure. I want to make for sure that I'm saying his album name right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am saying it right. Because I want, and this is kind of funny because, make sure I still got this rolling. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I was saying the right thing because there's a street in our city, Forest Hill, and I was just like, I don't know if it's the name of the street that's in our city, but it is. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure I had that right. But man, I'm looking at the songs on here: "The Wet Dreams," "A Tale of Two Cities," "Fire Squad," "Love Yours." I mean, it just goes on. So shout out to J. Cole, man. I don't know if we ever gonna get that J. Cole Kendrick album.
Yeah, it's been rumored. Yeah,
it's been rumored for a while. I don't know when or if we're ever gonna get it, but man, I hope so.
Yeah, it's sort of like hopefully it won't be like that Horseman album that I wanted to get.
Yeah,
Razzcast, but they're never coming out with that. So.
Yeah, it's like, man, these guys, they gotta come with it, man. It's like we be waiting on this stuff and they don't ever drop.
Yeah,
but J. Cole has definitely been dropping some gems though, and then the last album that he put out was a really good album as well. So make sure that last album. Let me see here. I want to make sure that I got the name of that. Yeah, well, the Revenge of the Dreamers, that was the group, the label album, but the KOD album, that was a good album as well. That was the one that I wanted to mention to people as well. So
yeah,
but what you got over there, big bro?
Okay, what number is this technically?
24? Technically it's 20. Well, I just did 25 and 24.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I think you're at.
I'm at 24.
24, okay.
Okay, my 24 is like I said, if I first heard you in a group, I sort of associate you with that group. So this is a Tribe Called Quest for me. Okay. So they had Scenario, Instant Classic, Unbelievable Energy, Electric Relaxation, songs Once Again, 1, 2, the song Jazz, Bonita Applebum.
Ooh, man,
they just got so many.
Many
hits.
We could literally sit here for 24 hours just naming songs. They got that many.
Yeah,
that's in my honorable mention too. I think I had Q-Tip.
Yeah.
So but Tribe Called Quest
Dog is no joke either.
Whenever he had a solo, it was always one of the best songs on the album.
Yeah.
Let me hit that bomb on that, y'all.
That rest in power to Fife Dog.
Man, rest in power. We're gonna be saying that a lot because man, we've lost so many brothers, man.
Yeah.
So,
y'all gotta live right, stay out these streets, man.
Yeah. And then some stuff you just can't help it. I mean, I know that Fife, he had the people like him and Jay Dilla. Yeah. They just had
Lupus, was it?
Yeah. Jay Dilla had lupus, and Fife. I'm not sure what it was.
I think he had sickle cell. I don't know.
Well,
that's Prodigy.
He had issues. Fife had issues with diabetes.
Okay,
yeah. He had issues with diabetes, and then Prodigy had issues with sickle cell. So some stuff you can't get around, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as far as certain other things probably could have been avoided for other people with drugs and and other things like that. So, but regardless of what happened to anybody, rest in power, y'all. We don't want to lose anybody. So,
Exactly.
but yeah, Fife used to have like some of the dopest on Midnight Marauders, 8 Million Stories.
Yeah.
Butter on Low End Theory.
Oh,
He used to have like some of the illest solo songs.
Oh yeah. Tribe Called Quest forever, man.
Man, that was my Tribe Called Quest was the first. That was the first group, the first bit of hip hop that I heard that changed my life. I can honestly say that. Like, I know, changed my life has become kind of cliche for people to say stuff like that, but no, y'all, literally, a Tribe Called Quest changed my life. It showed me that that was the first group that showed me the power of hip hop. Me just literally sitting in my room, headphones on, listening to entire albums, being gone off in a fantasy world, just listening to Tribe.
Yeah.
I wasn't sitting in that room anymore. I wasn't in Memphis anymore. I was in Queens somewhere. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Listening.
Transported to a place.
I got like Tribe used to transport you. Used to be in Queens, or if they told you that they were in El Segundo, you were there.
Yeah, left my wallet in El Segundo.
You know what I'm saying? Like those dudes, they just, oh man, yeah. That was the first time that I truly saw the power of hip hop was a Tribe Called Quest. So
Exactly.
I got to drop another bomb for them, man.
Keeping it going.
Yeah, man, we're gonna keep rolling. We want to keep this. We want to, be like that movie that me and PB just saw, Bad Boys. Man, it was just constant action.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna keep rolling like the Bad Boys.
Yeah.
I got Guru.
Next up,
Yeah, I got Guru next up, man.
we must be on the same thing because I got Gangsta and Guru at 23 myself.
Oh, you do? Oh man, hey,
We were on that
yeah,
mind meld thing,
man, we
like Spock talked about.
yeah, yeah.
Star Trek.
We here, like Martin would say.
Yeah.
Man, hey, Guru. Guru is the epitome of hip hop.
Exactly.
He's the epitome. Hip
I throw
hop.
my hoodie on.
Yeah, man. If I had one, I would put mine on too. Hey,
Cold of the Streets, Mass Appeal, man. Countless songs.
countless songs.
That's
Ex Girl to
empowering.
Next Girl.
Yeah. Man, I love that song.
The whole Hard to Earn album.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and for those who don't know, this is Guru and DJ Premier. So, DJ Premier was the producer, DJ, but the rapper was Guru. So, like I said, shout out to Premier. I want to make sure that Premier get his props too.
Yeah,
'Cause,
Primo.
Yeah, Primo, because that's when you can't have one without the other. It's peanut butter and jelly. You know what I'm saying? Guru, man, this guy, man. I like the latest album they got out right now.
Exactly, yeah. Family and Loyalty, I think.
Yeah, man, like that's dope. It's Guru, his spirit is dope, but like I said, he's the epitome of hip hop because hip hop is trash talking. Hip hop is just like when you out on the basketball court and you just talking trash to the other guy. That's what hip hop is. That's the epitome of it. Now I know hip hop has gone to different places. A little bit of drug talk, a little bit of sex talk, a little bit of money talk. But at the end of the day, the essence of hip hop is trash talk, like bigging up yourself and battling these MCs or these rappers at the same time. That's what it's all about. And Guru epitomized that.
Let me correct that. The Family and Loyalty, I think, is a song.
With J. Cole.
One of the best yet is the name of the album.
There you go.
One of the best yet.
There you go. Family and Loyalty is featuring J. Cole.
Right.
Yeah. So, y'all got to check that album out because that just came out and that's dope.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying that. I'm still, that's how you know something's good is when you're still listening to it. So that's something that tomorrow, when I hit the road, when I get on the streets or whatever, I'm definitely gonna be listening to that. So yeah, I got that in rotation.
We're definitely on the mind meld on that one, boy.
Man, right on there. Yeah. Right on there, man. Guru, Gifted, Unlimited, Ruler, Universal.
Rhymes Universal.
All of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Let's see. Fake MCs, they always act hard, but won't walk the streets without their bodyguard.
FALF. F around later.
Man, F around later. I mean, and that's all on Hard to Earn.
Exactly.
Hard to Earn might go down. That might be a classic hip hop album, actually.
Speak Your Clout.
Oh, man.
Dwick. Cold of the Streets. Yeah, man, they had it.
Man. Dude, what you saying? Guru is one of the best ever.
And then Moment of Truth album, You Know My Steez.
Oh, hey, yeah, Steve.
Yeah, for Steezo, Styles.
That might, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to y'all, but me knowing, like, my last name is Styles, and sometimes people know me as Steves. Honestly, that was probably the first time that I had ever heard somebody say Styles as Steves.
Yeah.
So then I kind of like ran with that myself. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I keep it real, man. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie like, yo, I came with Steves on my own. Nah, I was influenced by that song.
Exactly, yeah. Above the Clouds.
Yeah.
With Deck, I think.
Man, Above the Clouds, man. These guys, man, Guru and man, they got so many hits, man.
Yeah.
It's insane. I mean, we just like Tribe, man. We could go forever with Gangstar, man. So, man, it just, man, we could go forever with Gangstar. So let me go ahead and go to the next one, man. Guru, rest in power to that brother, man.
Yeah.
Rest in power to another brother that I'm about to speak on. We actually kind of talked about him a little bit earlier with the Mob.
Yeah.
And man, that the Realest song, of course, Kool G Rap kind of stole the show, but this brother did his thing on there too. He did his thing on the entire album. The first album by these brothers is called The Infamous, and it is in the world of hip hop.
Street classic.
Yeah, it's a classic, street classic, hip hop classic in the world of hip hop. It's most definitely, if we ever sit down and do like a top 25 hip hop albums, this album, Mobb Deep, The Infamous, is in there. And and Prodigy is one of the best to ever do it. He's next up.
Yeah.
Prodigy, man.
He's got like a lot of albums with Alchemist and stuff. But,
yeah.
He first did it with Havoc years ago.
Yeah.
And they were, I even bought the last Mobb Deep album. I forget what it was called.
Man, I can't think of the name of it.
It's a good album though.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think they had some earlier tracks that they had done on the album too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man.
Some vault tracks is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Vault tracks on.
Yeah, they did. They got some. Man, they got some jams, man. I'm thinking about the one album where I gotta get away. Get away. Man, them dudes got, man, the Mob, Havoc, wherever you at. I really, everybody who's listening to this, everybody who's watching this, make sure that you share this. Not only do you support the Furious Stiles movement by picking up one of our hats, shirts, hoodies. You got all of that, but also share this.
Yeah.
I hope somebody, because I'm gonna send this to Havoc, because I think I follow him on Twitter. I think so. I'm gonna send it to him. I just want that brother to know, man. Thank you for the hip hop that you brought, and thank you for being one of my favorite producers.
Yeah. Tell your friends about the podcast. We, just positive stuff like this all the time.
All the time, y'all.
Share it with them.
Yeah, man. Get it out there, y'all. Like I said, get this to Havoc.
Yeah.
Because I want that brother to know, like, you did a lot for me as far as hip hop. Like I said, Guru showed you what hip hop, he epitomized hip hop. But as far as like production, beats, them hardcore, gritty, real hip hop beats, me as a producer, Havoc was one of those influences for me. So, man, we might even need to do like a top 25 producers.
Yeah. That'll be next. That'll be a newer edition of the show.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna definitely, and I'm letting y'all know right now. Spoiler alert: Havoc is definitely in there.
Yeah.
So,
Furious Stiles.